Hey everyone! Welcome to this important video about your rights. In Nigeria, just like in other countries where people vote, we all have basic rights that protect us, even when dealing with the police. These rights are fundamental to our democracy and ensure that everyone is treated fairly and with respect. These rights aren't just nice-to-haves. They're in our Constitution, the big rulebook for our country. The Constitution is designed to safeguard our freedoms and ensure justice for all citizens. They're super important for a fair society. Without these rights, our society would be chaotic and unjust. They help maintain order and protect individuals from abuse of power. Knowing these rights helps us feel confident if the police ever stop us, and it makes sure the police follow the rules too. When we are aware of our rights, we can stand up for ourselves and ensure that the law is upheld. Imagine being stopped by a police officer on your way to the market. It can be an intimidating experience, especially if you're unsure of what to do or say. It can be scary, even if you haven't done anything wrong. The uncertainty and fear can make the situation feel overwhelming. Knowing your rights can make a big difference, changing a scary situation into one where you feel strong and respected. When you know what the police can and cannot do, you can handle the situation with confidence. This video is all about your rights when the police stop you in Nigeria. We want to empower you with the knowledge you need to navigate these encounters safely and effectively. We'll look at the rules that protect these rights and give clear examples of what the police can and can't do. Understanding these rules is crucial for ensuring that both citizens and police officers act within the law. Knowing your rights helps make sure your interactions with the police are respectful and fair. It promotes mutual respect and understanding, which is essential for a harmonious society. The most important rules about your rights are in the Constitution of Nigeria, especially Chapter 4. This chapter talks about the basic rights of every Nigerian. These aren't just ideas, they're real rules you can use if someone breaks them. One of the biggest rights is the right to dignity in Section 34. This means the police can't be mean, hurt you, or embarrass you. No matter what, they have to treat you with respect. Also, Section 35 says you have the right to personal liberty. This means the police can't just arrest you for no reason. They need a good reason to think you did something wrong or are about to. Remember, these rights aren't always set in stone. Sometimes the police can, for example, stop you from going somewhere or check your pockets. But they have to follow the rules and be respectful. The police need to keep things safe, ensuring that communities are protected and that laws are upheld. Their presence is meant to deter crime and provide a sense of security, but they can't do just anything. Their actions are bound by laws and regulations that are designed to protect the public and maintain trust. They have to follow the rules, and knowing these rules helps protect your rights. Understanding these boundaries is crucial for both the police and the public. For example, the police can stop and ask you questions if they have a real reason to think you're involved in something bad. This is known as reasonable suspicion. This reason can't be just a guess. It has to be based on real things. They need concrete evidence or observations that justify their actions. They can ask your name, where you live, and for your ID. Providing this basic information is usually required, but you have rights beyond that. If the police have a warrant, a paper from a judge, they can search you, your car, or your house. This warrant must be specific and based on probable cause. The warrant has to say exactly where they can search and what they're looking for. It limits the scope of their search to prevent abuse of power. Without a warrant, they usually can't search you, unless they think you have a weapon and are dangerous right that second. This is an exception for immediate threats. Remember, you don't have to answer questions other than your basic information. You have the right to remain silent beyond providing your name and address. You can stay quiet and ask for a lawyer. This is your right, and it ensures that you have legal support during any interactions with the police. Anything you say can be used against you in court, so be careful what you say to the police, even if you've done nothing wrong. Knowing your rights helps you navigate these situations safely and confidently. The police can't be mean to you, hurt you, or embarrass you. This includes hitting, yelling, making threats, or anything else that makes you feel bad. Your right to be treated with respect is super important and can't be taken away. Also, the police can't make you say you did something wrong. If they force you to confess, it doesn't count in court. You can stay quiet and talk to a lawyer first. The police also can't treat you differently because of your tribe. religion, if you're a man or woman, or anything else about you. They have to treat everyone equally and with respect. These are just some examples of what the police can't do. If you think they've broken the rules, write down what happened, talk to a lawyer, and tell the people in charge. Let's look at some examples of things that could happen when you encounter the police. Knowing what to do in these situations can make a big difference. Example 1. You're walking home late at night and a police officer stops you. This can be a stressful situation, but it's important to stay calm. They might want to search your bag. Remember, you have rights in this situation. You can ask if you're free to go. This is a crucial question because it determines whether you're being detained or not. If they say yes, you can leave. Always walk away calmly and do not run. If they say no, politely ask if they have a warrant. This is important because a warrant is required for a search. If they don't have a warrant, they can't search your bag without your permission. Stand your ground, but remain respectful. Example 2. You're driving home from work and the police stop you for a traffic problem. This can be nerve-wracking, but knowing your rights helps. They ask you to get out of the car and then search it without a warrant. This is not allowed unless they have probable cause. They can ask you to get out for safety reasons, but they can't search your car without a good reason or a warrant. Always ask why they want you to step out. Example 3. You're at a peaceful protest and the police start using tear gas and hurting people. This is a violation of your rights. They're breaking your right to protest peacefully and your right not to be hurt. Document everything you see. Write down what happened and tell human rights groups. Your testimony can help hold authorities accountable. These examples show why it's important to know your rights and stay calm and confident when talking to the police. Being informed can protect you and ensure that your rights are respected. Knowing your rights is important, but you also need to know how to use them the right way. Here are some tips. First, stay calm and be polite. It can be scary talking to the police, but stay cool. Don't argue, because that can make things worse. Second, clearly say what your rights are. If you think the police are doing something wrong, calmly tell them. For example, "Officer, I know you're doing your job, but I think you're breaking my right to privacy by searching me." Third, write down what happens. If you can, take notes or quietly record the conversation with your phone. Get the officers' names, badge numbers, the time, and where it happened. This is important if you need to complain or go to court. Lastly, talk to a lawyer. If you think your rights were broken, talk to a lawyer quickly. They can tell you what to do and help you with the legal stuff. Knowing your rights when the police stop you isn't about breaking the law. It's about making sure the police follow the rules and respect everyone's rights. By knowing your rights, you can feel confident when the police stop you and make sure they treat you fairly. Remember, your rights aren't just gifts, they're in the Constitution and are important for a fair society. Let's all learn about our rights and be empowered citizens, standing up for what's right and making sure those in power follow the rules. Tell your friends, family, and neighbors about this. Together, we can make sure everyone in Nigeria can live with dignity and freedom.